dun, dun, dun. I don't know where I got this beat from. Hey. Happy Monday, beautiful people. It is Precious Azurée, the queen of faith and productivity. And I'm so happy and grateful to be connected to you right now. So we're going to be doing things a little differently now. I have a new format where I really want to be able to touch you in several different places in a short amount of time. So we're going to get into our faith, we're going to get into some productivity, and then we're going to get into some wealth tips so we can continuously be focused on bettering ourselves and really prioritizing our legacy, okay? And prioritizing your legacy, honestly, it's just you prioritizing yourself. Because you know what? Today's priority is me. I'm going to make sure that I am whole, I am in sync, I'm aligned. I'm going to allow God to order my steps and do what God put me on this earth to do. So, it's so important to start every single day and knowing that we're purpose driven and we know exactly what our definition of success is. I always say, you define what your definition of success. So it's important to pick that one thing that's going to allow you to really be successful for this day. You can probably get done. You can probably take care of a lot of different things, but the goal is to make sure you check off that one thing and be like, you know what? That's success for today. So let's get into our devotional. So I love this book, Jesus is Calling. I'll drop the link below so you guys can be able to get it from Amazon. It's changed my life. My mentor gave me this a little over a year ago, and just in my devotional time, just getting centered and allowing God to speak to me so I could be able to just maneuver throughout the day has been very, very key into creating just balance on a regular basis. So here we are. Enjoy the warmth of my presence shining upon you. Feel your face tingle as you bask in my love light. I delight in you more than you can imagine. I approve of you continuously, for I see you cloaked in my light, arrayed in my righteousness. There is no condemnation for those who are clothed in me. This is why I abhor the use of guilt as a means of motivation among Christians. Some pastors try to whip their people into action with guilt-inducing sermons. This procedure can drive many people to work harder, but the end does not justify the means. Guilt-evoking messages can undermine the very foundation of grace in a believer's heart. A pastor may feel successful when his people are doing more, but I look at their hearts. I grieve when I see grace eroding, with weeds of anxious works creeping in. I want you to relax in the assurance of my perfect love. The law of my spirit of life has set you free from the law of sin and death. What a beautiful passage, OMG. So what's crazy is I waited to read this until I got here with you. And my intentions for today was to talk about not taking things personal and allowing and giving people grace. And so for this to highlight just about how people evoke guilt onto other people, and sometimes we have self-guilt in doing different things for others, or not prioritizing ourselves and feeling guilty about that. And so transitioning into not taking things personal from a productivity standpoint, I feel like whenever we're working on teams or in groups, sometimes there's different communication styles, different leadership styles, and I'm always about accepting and honoring your emotions. But there comes a time when you have to learn and increase your emotional intelligence and learn how to manage those when you're working with other people. Because what you don't want to do is someone to affect you so much that now you can't even get done what you say you want to get done. So now all the things that you didn't prepare for, that you were working on, this person, this situation has got you so worked up that you can't even take care of what you need to take care of. So we cannot allow people to get us off guard. We cannot allow distractions to replace what we knew that we could do today, So take some time, if you have that situation or conversation, you know what, let me not engage in that. Or if someone says something to you and you're like, I don't like how they delivered that, take a moment and understand their heart. It's like, is this the core of who they are? Are they having a moment? Let me just be mindful and aware. You know what? Let me get my stuff done, but I'm going to book out a time to have a one-on-one and address it. Everything cannot always be addressed real time. Let's just honor that and remember that. So it's important to accept and honor your emotions. But there comes some times where you have to understand what the priority is, what the goal is, what the focus is, so you can get things done, but then also address those issues later. But what I can tell you should take personal is your finances. Okay? I take those very personal. So I've always been I've always known about different ways to diversify my income. But I can definitely say 2020 has allowed me to, really take action with it. So I created a Robinhood account probably about 2 years ago, but I didn't really understand trade, stocks, all that different stuff. So I really didn't put any energy into it. Therefore, I did not reap any benefits from trading. But just about a month ago, I reactivated my account and I invested in some Apple stock, invested in, not Zoom, I kind of got late on Zoom. I invested in Slack. I know everyone was like talking about Tesla and all this stuff. Hey, what I did was I researched the companies that Tesla uses to even make those cars. Blue hydrogen, y'all need to Google that and look that up because it's the way of the future. So I've started building out my portfolio. When I put my posts on Instagram, I got a lot of DMs of people being interested. So I'm going to drop a link below where you can be able to set up an account, but you have to use my link so we both can get some free stock. So every time I share my link, we both get free stock. And then now you can be able to do the same as you spread the word and let people know, like, hey, let's go ahead. This is a long-term strategy. So don't look at this as a way for you to, be taking money in and out. Although they do have that option. You can easily access your money, which is a really good benefit as well. If you are in an absolute bind, you can withdraw and have your money, I want to say, in 1 to 2 days. But the other thing I signed up for as well, from a cash management perspective, so the money that I have sitting in my Robinhood account, I now can also make an extra 3%. Is it 3% or 5%? I have to double check, but while the money is sitting there as well. So now I'm going to get paid interest on my money. So it's so many different ways for us to be really multiplying our money. Money sitting in a savings account doesn't really do us much justice. So we got to have money coming in from several different places. So take that personal and take your time and really figuring out what your long-term wealth strategy is, what your short-term wealth strategy is. I'm not a financial expert. I am just a creative entrepreneur that is focused on creating generational wealth. So I am learning from the people around me. I'm learning from my past experiences, and I'm all about learning together. So as many resources that comes across my table, I am going to share them with you. So I hope you have an awesome, productive day today, and that you walk through this day with love and grace and with the spirit of gratitude and excellence in all that you do. And just know you are worthy, you are intelligent, and you are necessary. Okay? So I love you. Have an awesome, productive day.